Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, February 9th, 2023. This will be the last live stream of the week for me because I will be heading out of town. I may actually even have to cut this a little short because I have to get ready for a flight. I won't be back until next Wednesday. I'll be back Tuesday, but the live stream will be back on Wednesday. Hope that made sense. Did it make sense? I hope so. Anyway, so let's take a look at what's going on. We did have some news this morning. As far as by yesterday, yesterday was a train wreck for me. I didn't blow up any PA accounts, but I did aggressively try to trade some of the evals that we went down on and ended up blowing one of them and the other one's down. But I have two others, so a total of 3 evals that I'm going to work through, and the PA accounts are fine because I only trade those in micros anyway. Obviously, we were down a little bit on them, but nothing important. But anyway, today we'll just do more of the same. I tend to trade the evaluations aggressively anyway because you just want to get through them because you're paying every month to trade them. So if you can get through them in a month, but those were due to the two I was trading yesterday, and the one I blew will reset next week anyway. Anyway, yada, yada, yada. It's not the first time. It won't be the last. But I could feel yesterday, I'm sure you've all experienced it, where you just felt that revenge trading coming over you, and it was probably best to just to leave that for the day and come back the next day. But whatever. Sometimes I feel when you get it down too far anyway, it's like, well, screw it. It's like it's easier to just start from zero than, next week those evals start over. So once you're down, whatever, $900,000, it's almost better to just go ahead and go for broke. See if you can recover it with some Hail Marys, and if not, blow it up and then start from zero instead of starting from negative. But anyway, that's my sad tale, and it belongs to me. Anyway, we had some minor news this morning. You see right over in this area here. Let's see, the news was, here, shot up. Kind of chopped around and came right back where it started and then worked its way back up to a high of a day. Overnight, had a nice run up, pull back a little bit. I'm gonna guess that's probably hit some was in this is probably around some kind of fib, maybe 50%, and it also was in this, hit this consolidation here. This is a nice this is something I'm working on too, is the supply and demand. We see we had a nice little consolidation area that it touched it exactly, and then bounced off of it. But you can see all this bouncing around here. Nice, perfect little range there, and then it just came right off of it. So I've seen guys trade it 2 different ways. Either just trade the rejection of it or wait for it to break through, come up underneath it, and then take it short, for instance. Anyway, the market's going to open in about 4 minutes. We'll see what's going to happen. Let me make sure I have my trade copier set up correctly, so I'm trading what I think I'm trading. looks good. On the ES. Definitely spending a little more time looking at crude. I really think you need, if you're an ES trader, I think you need to find something that you like that is non-equity related, because it can have some really slow, choppy days that it's best to stay away from, especially like high news days, like days the Fed is going to, make a decision, or Powell's going to speak, or all those days tend to be so pointless and choppy. You get bored and you get destroyed. Whereas, something like crude is more based on, things like inventories and more commodity related items. I believe. I think that's the case, but, because you look at every day, crude is moving around in some way. In crude, that was a lower low. We're very close to the open, but like, for instance, this could be a pretty decent short, I'm thinking, below this bar, and try to pick up well, if you're going to do something comparable to the ES, you would try to get 25 handles on that, which would be $250. It's $10 for every cent of movement on crude. So theoretically, you would go short a tick below this bar. Oops. So that would be at 77.36. So if it breaches that, then we go short and try to pick up 25 handles. Market's going to open in 10 seconds. Here we go. Buckle up. And they're off. Anyway, let's get off of this crude oil right now. Let's go back to our E-minis. I'm going to try to be smart today, although that's easier said than done, because I really would rather not have a second day of debacle. Yesterday would be a perfect example of do not copy my trades. I am just some random guy on the internet. Don't claim to be a guru. Still learning. Still trying not to make stupid mistakes. Let's see here. Take this off of here for 1 second. I don't know if it makes a difference or not, but I try not to show my account numbers. I don't know what you can do with that. Not you, I mean people in general. All right, let's give it some time to settle in, and we shall try to be smart. What does Matt say? Be smart, be patient. That's us. I think Matt is vacationing in Hawaii this week, Living the dream. All right. This, of course, was a lower low. This was a higher high. What do it mean? Looks kind of heavy offhand. Oh, the 5 minutes not doing much of anything. It was quite a nice bull run overnight. You would almost expect it to at least test this high here before it reverses. But this was all pre-market, so who knows? Hey Vin, good morning. I'm surprised you still returned to this stream after that train wreck yesterday. Maybe you use it as a demonstration on what not to do. Psychology is a crazy thing in this, you know. It's completely underestimated by me, and I think a lot of new traders is completely underestimate the psychology, because you start trading with simulator and it takes out all the emotion, and then you get into anything with even just a little skin. Those were just evaluation accounts, and still get caught up in it, in revenge trade. Yeah, it also even fascinates me how willing we are to follow a trade into the ground, yet we're getting out with, 1 or 2 points on the upside because we're afraid of it turning on us. It's like, if you could reverse that psychology where you get out faster and just ride those winners, you'd do a lot better. Easier said than done. Boy, look at those wicks. They're really building up underneath the EMAs. This looks really heavy. No real setup for me, at least. This is VWAP, I think. Yep, sure is. In the end, it's just chopping here, isn't it? This, if I'm looking at this right, this is actually a second entry short. One, two, three, four. And down she goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Failure would be right there. This is your trigger bar. It's a good trigger bar, but it's gigantic. What is that? That's 59. That's a 5-point trigger there. Take profit on that second entry short, I guess, would be, looks like entry would have been around there at 58.75. And 10 ticks would be 56.25. That would be below VWAP, so I probably would have been inclined to get out, but it looks like it made it. 56.25. Just touched it. That would be 10 ticks on the second entry short. Still touching right on that 10 tick take profit. The only reason I even mentioned 10 tick is if you ever watch the price action traders like Tom Wade, he in particular likes the 10 ticks. Although guys like Bye Money, they're looking for like 1 tick. Although no offense to Bye Money, I've been watching him for years. He seems a little less, how can I say it? He's not sticking to his price action trading the way he used to. He used to really stick to the rules for second entry, two-legged pullbacks, I should say. And now he seems like he goes rogue more often than he used to. But it does make for a somewhat boring stream if all you're looking for is two-legged pullbacks, I suppose. But Tom Wade, he's I've never seen him live trade. I mean, I've only seen recordings of him, but he's like a robot. He is a machine, man. He just follows those rules, and he is good. But he's going in with like 6 contracts and letting one of them run. That's intense. Never did make those 10 ticks, and then it reversed. Although, what is our ATR today? ATR is 2.27 at the moment. So that would be 5 points if you went 2 times that. But if you went 1 times, it's still 10 ticks. So and that's about what it did. And it looks like it's going to come back and get that anyway. Although I think I probably would have been inclined to get out above VWAP anyway. Nope, you made it. Did it actually stop you out though? I think it would have. Which is, let's see here. You know, if you had your stop way the hell up here, you were okay. But man, that's a lot of risk. Your stop would have been all the way at 64 and a quarter. Now getting to some lower lows here. Below VWAP, so maybe we wait for a pullback into VWAP. Maybe our 9 catches up with it. Oh, so you're pretty much stick with price action trading, two-legged pullbacks, that sort of thing, Vin? It's not a bad idea. It gives you a set of rules to trade by, and you live or die by them. And as long as your winners are bigger than your losers, I think it's probably pretty profitable. But he is so good at identifying the context. I mean, if it were obviously, if you could just trade all the two-legged pullbacks, you could just write a script for it and let it go to bed and wake up in the morning and collect your money. But yeah, learning the context is what he is so damn good at. Although him and Mac, a lot of it is hindsight. They're evaluating the charts after the market. But Tom does record some of his live trades, I think. This would be a nice short below this bar, I think, but it is a pretty big bar. So that'd be 52.75. Let's see if we can pick something up here. Could we get it all the way down to this pivot point? Let me take a look here. Yeah, that is actually a nice little area to possibly take it through. We'll give it a shot. We'll look for 5 points, which would be about 47.75. It would be all the way down here, but it would be shy of that pivot point. All right, we're in this trade. I think I like this tick above here. We'll lower it after we get into if we start getting into this trade further. Am I missing any resistance here? Seems like we do have some room to the downside. We shall see. I like to see that thing immediately go down though, so I'm not liking this already, but maybe we'll be saved by VWAP and that 9 EMA. Might go all the way up to this 21 EMA though. I think I'm going to just momentarily pull this up just because it's going to bounce off that 21 EMA possibly. I know, don't move your stops, but in this case, I think we want to protect ourselves from getting wicked out on this 21 EMA. I'll move it down if it starts to break down. I also have my finger on the panic button if this gets too ugly. Let's let it bounce off of this. this break of this trend, I'm hoping will fail. But this could be a reversal. We'll see. We still are below the 21 EMA. Take a look at the 2000 chart here. This 2000 chart, we're above the EMA. Down about 300 on this trade. We might kill it here. I'll kill it if it breaks this bar here, I guess. Ugh. It's looking so bearish. I thought we were going to just dump. This is definitely looking like a reversal now that we're above the EMAs. Stopped out. That's about $450. So now what do we do here? Guess now we'll wait for these EMAs to catch up with the 105 and see what that says for us. All right, so now I'll be waiting for another pullback once these break above the 105 EMA. We are getting right into the high of the day. I think this is the open, the overnight open. Yeah, current day. This was high of the day, not the open. This was the high of the overnight, 6 o'clock last night. This was the open, and this is the low. couldn't make a new high yet. Breaking down below the EMAs again. Bumping up against VWAP. Come on, give me my 5 points. What the hell? I might actually lower that. See if I can get down to the pivot point. Oh, just going to reverse on me, isn't it? Son of a... Never actually got to the 5 points anyway, but... You son of a gun. Oh, I thought that was going to just waterfall down. Oh my God, this is just a mess in here. Unbelievable. I might just scratch out on this. I don't like the way this is moving. Just flatten that at break even. Now watch it go. Oh, hey, you gotta be kidding me. This trend line actually seems to be holding, doesn't it? It's 3 hits on it. You can see this. What I don't know. This is not price action. This is just random movement. Glad I scratched out on that. Let's take a quick look at crude oil. It's kind of choppy too, isn't it? This failed to make a new low, so we're either just in a bunch of chop here or could possibly start heading up higher. Higher high, breaking above the VWAP now. Running into this 105 at some point. Maybe heading up to the back to the top of this channel. 105 EMA held for the moment. But you see this area here is just a big old chop fest. The area of liquidity back here. Maybe now looking for a break of 60 and a pull back to it for a long, maybe. Or we just chop around for the rest of the day. I mean, this isn't even chop. This is like random. Let's see what the NASDAQ's doing. Pretty much the same, it looks like. About our higher time frames. That's the 15-minute. Not much to look at there either. Wow, this is brutal. Pretty much every day this week has started out this way. Still having trouble with this 60 level. That's going back all the way to yesterday. No, that's overnight, sorry. Yeah, this is just 2 a.m. I see no reason to believe that this thing is going up at the moment. Wow. Big rejection of 60 again. It's like there's so many wicks here, I'm not even sure where to put a trend line, if one even exists here. Maybe something along those lines. I don't know. Yeah, that fits pretty good, I guess. It's trying to kill us. I saw a theory that I always wanted to possibly test, is that the market truly is random, and you just would take, perhaps you pick a bias and then you just take a trade every fixed amount of time, whether it's, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and just take a trade at each of those time frames, and you would do as well as all your analysis. And there's clearly a geometry to the market, because you can see all these touch points. No matter where you draw trend lines, you'll get a trend. But when you start to drill down into the lower time frames, it gets quite random. Rejection again off of this 60 area. Well, I think I will wrap this up at 10:30 Eastern to start getting ready for my trip, because this is just a waste of time at the moment. I'll keep my eye on it, but I probably won't trade anymore because I wouldn't want to get into a trade just in time for me to have to leave anyway. Just a reminder, I'll put it in the community section, but I won't be streaming on Friday, Monday, or Tuesday. I will be back live on Wednesday morning, heading out to California to visit my daughter, and I will be back Tuesday night. So we'll start up again Wednesday morning, but I'll put it all in the community section. Probably could use some time off anyway. Making a lot of mistakes, bad trades, not concentrating. So probably good to take a forced breather from this. Now she's breaking down. Lower low. Into this low volume node here, volume building here. You can see it building right here at 50. Yeah, Vin, I'm in here in Chicago area, and same thing. It's like, what a good winter. Had a couple of really cold, days, but they were brief and very little snow. So yeah, today I think it's in the 40s, maybe even going to 50 in the next couple of days, but can't count on it, can we, Vin? But yeah, it's she lives in Southern California, and it's actually a little cool there, but it is February. I don't remember where I got into that last trade that I scratched out of, but I think there was a lot of, I can't remember where it was. Let's see. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. I don't know if I would have been able to, if I would have got stopped out. I think I had. These wicks are pretty high. But yep, went down to the pivot point. Oh well, I think I'm going to call it here. You guys have a great weekend. Vin, good talking to you. Trade safe while I'm gone. Don't blow anything up until I get back. All right. Thanks a lot, everyone. I will be back next Wednesday. Thanks a lot. Have a great weekend.